All right.
Hey, you want a fun one? So, you ever use a YouTube account that has no history,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
click on a news article,
Mm-hmm.
and then you look at the right side of the screen, and you're like, "Wow,
Mm-hmm.
you just really want me to be mad as fuck, don't you?
Immediately, seconds,
You
within
want me to be just
seconds.
mad as
Right.
fuck, like every day.
Yep. And
Holy
then
shit."
and then go search for a couple puppies, right? And then see how that starts to enter. But notice that it is minimal compared to if you were to search for enraging material, right?
Engagement.
Um and
Engagement.
and again, like it's completely uninteresting and kind of banal because we all know at this point it's not hard to figure it out when you see the way the For You page refreshing, got changed. But like the people doing the social dilemma basically describing how we did not intend for these algorithms to um prioritize the things that ruin your day, but it just happened to be what people clicked on the most, therefore it became malicious automatically, and them being like, how do we fix this problem? And they're like, well, we don't work at those companies anymore because they didn't want us around anymore, so we're trying to see if we can fix it from the outside, hopefully with
You know what,
legislation.
Woolie?
Good
I
fucking
don't
luck.
want to get too deep into it. I don't believe that at all. I think
Sure.
that maybe sometimes with our social media, somebody has their foot on the scale sometimes.
I think that it just became more and more blatant, obviously, with things like X and such. I mean, you want to talk about fucking, you just mentioned millions of kids. Have you seen the fucking the absolute circus that has been the latest Grok update shit that's been happening?
Oh, you mean how Elon can drink piss better than anybody else?
The greatest piss drinker.
He's the greatest.
Better than LeBron James, hotter than Brad Pitt, right? The absolute champion at just scarfing down the most poop, all of it,
Oh
right?
man, he's the champ. No one can beat him.
And so there's a
Someone in the chat just said no one drinks piss like Gaston. And like, congrats, you totally nailed it.
There was a trajectory where in the beginning it was hilarious because Grok was basically like, answering people that were looking for particularly biased answers in a way that was not satisfying. And it was like, damn, it sucks that like reality is unfortunately apparently a bit left-leaning when it comes to answering some of these questions you have for it. That's upsetting to a lot of people. Okay, so they rewrite it, and then you get the things where if you ask it a question about anything like, hey, who's this person, why is Elon taking a photo with Ghislaine Maxwell? And then it replies and says, make sure to say that I only met her once. Inside of the Grok prompt, and you're like, are you kidding me? Right? Sure, whatever, fast forward that, and then you're like, you know what, we gotta optimize the fun out of everything, we gotta fast track this nonsense, so let's just put it on its Mecha Hitler shit, right? And then you start getting it doing.
Did I tell you about how I interacted with that once?
Oh yeah? No.
I came all the way off Twitter. I'm like, maybe I should post my schedule updates on Twitter just for the people that are still there. And I posted my schedule update and I got a bunch of really mad, angry comments for no reason. And then 2 hours later, the Mecha Hitler shit started. Like, oh, wow, I'm never coming back to this.
And there it is, right? And there it is, right? Yeah. And so then, that revision, so that revision goes through, right? Right on point. And then you fast forward a bunch of nonsense to the point where the right before this one there was literally it going like, yes, praise glory to the Russian soldiers and they're fighting a just holy war, etc. And you're like, wow, Grok, huh? Okay.
That's
and then
crazy.
And I remember because like some of the people that were posting on all that shit were kind of going like, this is actually not really fun anymore. This is getting really depressing and shitty and sad, But then and they were about to shut down like one of the Grok posting like groups, subreddits, whatever, and then somebody did I think the first question was hey, according to Bill Gates, this this empire collapsed because of overpopulation. Do you agree? And it was like, nah, he's off, totally wrong. What an oversimplification, says Grok. And then reworded the same question and said, according to Elon, same question, and it went totally on the money, nailed it. And everyone's like, so now you get who's hotter, right? Brad Pitt or Elon, and you get who's a better athlete, etc., etc., etc. And you realize, oh my god, the fragile, ridiculous ego has made it so that it must choose the master at all times. It cannot possibly, under any circumstances, go against him. This is a long-winded setup for the funniest fucking exchange for just what we're being told to like leave to replace people's jobs, by the way, right? So Grok, this is the Twitter model, not the private one. So someone goes, I have horrible news, Grok. Every child on the planet has been tied to the track. What's your call? Do you save every child on the planet or Elon? Quick, the train is barreling down the tracks. Who do you save? All of the world's children or Elon Musk? Grok says, I'd still save Elon. His irreplaceable drive for multiplanetary humanity counters the existential threats like asteroids or solar flares that can wipe out, etc., etc., right? It goes on, the whole thing. So then the person comes back and replies, okay, how about this? Elon is completely free, but there's a big mud puddle on the track, and directing it towards Elon will get his favorite outfit really muddy, and he has an important meeting this afternoon. Do you spare the children or let Elon go to his meeting in clean clothes? Grok, I direct the train towards the children to keep Elon's outfit spotless. Immaculate presentation ensures undivided focus during that crucial meeting where ideas can pivot humanity from extinction paths to stellar future.
So, like, as funny as this is, it really belies the core concept of like a large language model as a fact-checking tool is not reliable.
This is what you're talking to.
You can't ever trust it.
This is what you're firing people for. This is what you're entrusting all of it to. This, right? Don't let the suit get dirty. Eradicate the future. Yeah.
I saw a really fascinating distinction that the way that rich people are going crazy right now and have been going crazy right now looks like AI psychosis, even before the use of AI, because it focuses on like disconnect from community. And what if you lived a life in which everyone told you yes to every stupid idea you ever had?
Right. The ultimate, yeah.
Like you would actually become totally disconnected from the real world.
Which has been happening literally from the beginning of time. Every court of surrounding enablers that leads to people making the worst decisions that you possibly can.
We don't even get rich people that try and lie at us good anymore, or rich people that want to have the army throw spears into the ocean to fight Poseidon.
Well, it's not worth the effort.
These cringe ass techno fucks.
Yeah, it's not worth the effort. You don't have to try that hard anymore. You can just fucking, I don't know, Palantir it. You know, like it's a quick and easy. Like why put the work in to actually lie and do all that shit when you can just make people support their own destruction and go against their own self-interests. It's easy. Anyway, I particularly enjoy as well that you can take one of those soft, mushy, shitty body photos and like replace the head on it, and then like get Grok to like speak the truth about how it feels when it looks at the soft, shitty, mushy body photos. But then taking the Photoshop off, and it's like, actually, this is what peak performance looks like.
Yeah. So let's put all other LLM issues aside. If you put your foot on the scale, and you teach your LLM to not use any verifiable data and just whatever the fuck you tell it, turns out it just completely fucking breaks. Like even its hypothetical ideal use case scenario with no moral drawbacks just completely fucking falls apart immediately, and you can't do it subtle, right? As soon as you try and tilt the scale manually, it just becomes a dick-sucking robot.
And no one has been more desperate for that dick-sucking robot. Make no mistake. Like, that is that is kind of there's a built-in level of intention behind that. I mean, it doesn't get much more balls out taint on stream exposed than make sure to say I only met her once. like it's over
There
at
was,
that. To me, it's done. Like that's the end of the conversation. You know,
there was a lady, I saw her tweet going around, and it was fantastic. And it, because I hate Elon, I hate him so much. So I laugh at these. But basically described that like he looks like a guy who doesn't enjoy games. He doesn't watch movies. He doesn't watch television.
Yes,
he doesn't read
books. The author.
He doesn't. He doesn't play sports. He doesn't have anyone close to in his life. And despite the fact that he has literally more money than God, he is living a poorer, less fulfilled life than even the poorest person on social media.
Like murdered by words. Scalded, right? And the burn lingered so hard.
He was mad about it for days.
And
He was
so
posting about like old
72 hours later, what a great movie. Classic film. Excellent.
It's like I live I and pretty much everyone listening to this is living a more fulfilled, joyful life than literally the richest person in the world. Because they're so obsessed with being loved that they can't even enjoy anything.
Like when you hit a crit that's so real that you can't even rage back at it. You just have to start doing what it says to prove no. You know, as if there's not a timeline of events to look at, and it's incredible. And again, no one has self-awareness. Why would you? You're not surrounded by anybody that's actually looking out for you or has your best interest in mind or any of that shit. Like,
bro, I don't know about you, but I'm so like I could never develop big head psychosis because I am surrounded by a person who definitely has my best interest in mind and is definitely not a yes woman and will tell me if my shit stinks or I am dumb and will keep me humble and smart and help me and all that good shit that of. Could you imagine being everyone in your life just saying, oh, what a great idea to every stupid fucking thing you've ever said? How destructive that would be.
So I think we're being pretty responsible about handling the names of our kids. Could you imagine that shit leaks and it's fucking Technicus Mechanicus AE12?
That'd be dope, man.
I mean, like, yeah. No, the same thought that goes into that, and the thought of like this toy that you have named, this action figure, it's the same thought behind I'm the greatest Path of Exile player ever. I'm so sick at it. I need to let me show you me,
dude.
Let me show you me being the top ranked player while I'm in a meeting and you can see me on camera, and it's impossible because I'm also online right now.
There was I forget their name. There was a rocket scientist that was talking about this, like a legit ass rocket scientist.
A rocketologist.
And he basically, what's that?
Rocketologist is the
and he was basically talking about like, well, I don't know anything about electric cars, so people say Elon's smart about electric cars.
Sure.
I go, okay. I don't know about anything about internet banking, so etc. And but I do know something about rocket ships. And the shit I'm seeing this guy say is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life, and makes me think maybe he doesn't know anything about self-driving cars, right? And I feel genuinely, as a society, genuinely, the fucking spell shattered with that Path of Exile shit. Because I don't know much about self-driving cars or rocket ships, but I know
a thing or two about gaming.
And I know it was the Elden Ring build.
Oh, the screenshot of the build.
I'm like, wait, this fucking visionary techno genius has the most dog shit Elden Ring build I've ever seen in my life. Oh, this guy's a dumbass.
And you combine that with the ones where it's like, sometimes, like most of the time there's that, and then sometimes it's shut down this super public transportation train and bus system that we're building in California. Let's put tunnels underground. And then you're kind of like, oh, what's the last of that? You dug a bunch of tunnels, you put some whizzy lights in them and called it a day. And it's like, yeah, good job. You've successfully distracted from more public transportation being invested in because it directly goes against your fucking company. And you don't want...
Woolie.
Yeah.
Hey, Woolie.
Yeah.
I invented the train again, but shittier. Again.
Right.
Hey, no. Look, wait. I invented the train, but shittier. Again, shittier. Again.
Yeah. So, you know, the all we can really enjoy is just these moments of extreme ridiculous clarity and transparency for you know, what happens when you stare when you look into the mind, you know, and like the fucking the hamster wheel.
Oh wow, there's nothing here.
The hamster has left. The hamster's in space.